somebody please explain to me. And I don't want to hear it from no Jamaicans. I don't want to hear it. And you over there, you better just hush because I don't want to hear nothing either. Why is it that as soon as you tell somebody you're from the Caribbean, they automatically assume, or this is a response then, oh yeah, I've been to Jamaica. Like what? Like y'all really think that Jamaica is the only Caribbean island that there is? Don't get me wrong. Technically, I'm like Jamaican by marriage, you know. It's but that's not the point in this. That's not the point here. Why is it that people always assume that if you're from the Caribbean, you're from Jamaica? Like, it's not the only Caribbean island. Anyways, all your updates. My husband said that Jamaica put themselves on the map. So I'm just gonna let y'all deal with him in the comments because I don't really have the energy today.
Me just come out of one Turkish shop. Me go buy some almond, see? And believe you me. When me order the almond, and the Turkish man give me the almond, I write up this on the shop there. Right up there, sir. I show me no one video in place. See? When me order the almond and the man give me the almond, and me take out the money and I go pay the man. The man look at me and say, where you from? I say, I'm from Jamaica. The man say, oh, I love Jamaica so much. It's my dream to go to Jamaica. I say, you're welcome. The man no want to take the money from me in a rasta. Me I pay the man say no want no money. The man tell me say he love Jamaica and he love Jamaican paper. And he no want no money from me. And all me I force the money upon the man I force it back from me. You know what I do? Me put down the money upon the counter. And the man take up back the money and shoot it down in my pocket. So me I tell you now, Jamaican people, you don't know how people love without hurt ya? Eh? Just the name Jamaica alone. I mean I tell you now, you don't live good no man. Just live good Rasta. Cut out the bad living man. People love without ya, man. You don't see it. When you travel the earth, you know, you know how much Jamaica been loved by people in a Rasta. And you see somehow the behavior I want to carry on with. Jano Star. It a let we down, man. You know see it? One Jamaica. And big up all the Turkish people them. Saying, me! Shocking Morris said that.
I don't understand why when it comes to Jamaica, everybody want to fight, everybody want to tussle. Want them to uno. Look at all Jamaica making this mad. Nothing pisses my Caribbean friends off more than when I just be bored and start shit with them and I just say, you know, as the capital of the Caribbean, I just feel like Jamaica is, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes for them. Nobody gives a fuck about Jamaica. Haitian food is better. Haitian pate is better. Nobody give a fuck about Jamaica, my son. Nobody wants Jamaica. Nobody want no Jamaica. Dancehall is dead. They get so mad, and I just be joking. Even though I know in my heart of hearts, nothing no sweet like Jamaica, nothing no sweet like Yard, you know? But I'm not gonna be ignorant about that. I just be joking and fucking around. But then shit be getting serious, and they be talking about how dancehall is dead. Vibes Cartel, Tribus, and them Nabas. You want to tell me Vibes Cartel is what? Please, please. Dancehall is what? Please. Please. And it's crazy because you could never win an argument with me when it comes to Jamaica, ever. You can never win an argument. And I'm not even going to go. I don't go back and forth with people about that shit for real because truthfully, we know. You know in your heart of hearts that Jamaica is the blueprint. We are the blueprint for so much. For so much. When it comes to music, dancing, food, like... we influence so much, it's not even funny. Like 9 times out of 10, somebody hears a Jamaican or a Caribbean accent, they think it's what? Jamaica, because we are one of the most prominent countries in the Caribbean. Are we the best? Obviously, but I'm not gonna. I truthfully just know that we are the best. But if I was born in Trinidad, I would be saying Trinidad was the best. If I was born in St. Thomas, I would be saying St. Thomas is the best. If I was born in Barbados, I would have been saying Barbados is the best. Everybody's gonna think where their home is the best. So I don't understand why when it comes to Jamaica, everybody want to fight, everybody want to tussle. Want them to uno. Look at all Jamaica making this mad. Ooh.
I have come to a conclusion. You know what that conclusion is? That there are a lot of people from certain countries that don't like the members, the people, the citizens of the capital of the Caribbean. They don't like us. Because why this man comes to me unprovoked to tell me that Jamaicans cook good oxtail, but they can't cook curry chicken. First of all, oxtails, we don't even eat that in Jamaica like that. That's an American thing. Second, curry chicken. You don't even come to me and talk about curry goat or curry mutton. Curry chicken? Come on now. At this point, it's more unprovoked. You're just here to be like, I don't like Jamaicans. It's better you told me you don't like Jamaicans. Don't over here try to cover it up with food. That's how they try to bait us in. They try to be like, oh, but y'all can cook better food than us. Guess which country this is? It's in South America. Tell me what y'all think in the comments.
So, serious questions for the Jamaicans. Why do Jamaicans think that Jamaica is the best country in the Caribbean when there's 12 other independent Caribbean countries? Is it... Well, you know what? Let me not even put my own opinion in there. I legit want to know what the other Jamaicans think and why they think that. And you know, the funny thing is not just Jamaicans that think that. I think that people outside of the Caribbean too, when they think about the Caribbean, they only think about Jamaica. So I'm not sure why that is the reason. I'd love to hear your opinion.
Yo, I'm about to cause unrest and upset in my comments, but I don't care. They're Caribbean people outside of Jamaica, Jamaicans. You guys get so aggravated when other people confuse you to be Jamaican. And you get vexed with us like is we do it. It's not our fault that they keep confusing y'all for us. I mean, if we're gonna be frank, we don't want them confusing y'all for us because y'all are not us. We run our jokes. You know, we say Jamaica is a Caribbean because we are. We say United States of Jamaica because... And the reason why is because, truthfully, whether or not you guys want to accept it deep down in your hearts, we are the gem of the Caribbean. For our contributions, do we have bad ones? Yes, but we have great ones, like legendary ones. A lot of you other islands have grown up on our culture, especially when it comes to our music. And that's quite okay. So when you step outside of your country and people hear you speak your own version of patois and confuse you to be a Jamaican, that is not our fault. Like, there's not one day that we sit under the mango tree and discuss you guys. I want to tell you, we are so indulged in ourselves. We're talking about our stuff. We're talking about our crimes, our music, our culture, everything. We're not talking about y'all. Not one day. Like this one girl, me and her just went back and forth because she was so bitter. Like, girl, you name seriously, what's wrong with you? There are so many times people have mistaken me for being like Trini. Or mistaken me for being from, like, has said, oh, you sound like you're a Bajan. Or there's some people who said, oh, are you Dominican? I never get upset. I'm like, no, I'm Jamaican, and I just laugh it off. I don't get offended. What is there to be offended about? Aren't we supposed to be one Caribbean? Like, I'm all for that till you guys start trying to diss us. Then we'll diss you back. Don't you see people know what Barbados is now because of Rihanna? That's what that's what it is. We have legends that paved the way for Jamaica. That's why people know them. Get over it. Yes, I'm sure you want to be seen. You are your own island. You have beauty. All of those things are great. But naturally, because of our contributions and also being one of the bigger islands, we're going to get a certain amount of attention. Yeah, I just saw it go. Life is unfair like that. You know what I mean? Imagine like listing out everything bad about us. Some of you small islands with probably like 20,000 people on the island have so much to say about our poverty. Okay. Yeah, you probably don't have any. You have 20,000 people. Probably like 6 families that procreate. We have 2 million and change. Yes, we have poverty. Tell me about our crimes. Yeah, we have crime. Okay. In the spec of it being this terrible space, it's still one of the #1 visited islands in the Caribbean. So what's up? Imagine we have all that shit going on and tourists just still want to fuck with us. Get over it. Honestly, get over it. And sick me with it.
Yo, Jamaica was always the capital of the Caribbean. But right now, we hand over the capital to Guyana. Yeah man, Guyana the capital for the Caribbean right now. Do you hear them people that stand up for the right of that little girl and for justice? Them people that have heart and then stand up for them believe and then stand up for justice. So right now, I hand over the capital of the Caribbean to Guyana. Them deserve it. Yeah man, the capital of the Caribbean is now belongs to Guyana. Yeah.
So real quick before I lose my light, Jamaica is the fashion capital of the Caribbean. If we had to pick one, it's Jamaica. This should be very obvious, but I'll tell you why. First, let's figure out like what makes somewhere a fashion capital. Now, a fashion capital is a city, a major city, or in this case, a country, with major influence on the international fashion scene. Now, that's from trends, heritage, history, the styles, the designers, all of that, right? And when we think about Jamaica, we think about three major cultural exports. We think about their music, their style, and their identity. Now, these cultural exports ensure that Jamaica maintains a level of cultural dominance that we really cannot even argue about, right? They're impacting language, music, globally, visual aesthetics. Like, Jamaica is the trend, and everybody taps into that trend. Everybody. Tommy Hilfiger wanted a collection, I think it was spring, summer 2016. That was just all Jamaica everything. And style and identity is so intertwined because so much of their style is drawn from like their political history and their dancehall culture and Rastafarianism and Bob Marley and all the things that make Jamaica so sweet. It makes sense. And like I feel like Jamaica also has more internationally renowned designers per capita, like in the diaspora especially. When you think about like Brandon Blackwood and Rachel Scott from Diotima, friggin' Theophilio, Grace Wales Bonner, Greta Constantine. There are so many Jamaican designers, Samantha Black, like, it makes sense that Jamaica is just the fashion capital. They're doing it consistently. They have a rich heritage to pull from. Like, the mood board goes crazy. We can't even argue about it. And they've been hosting Caribbean Fashion Week for the last several decades because everybody wants to go to Jamaica, like international press. Like, it's just the perfect place. I don't know if you disagree, but I kind of also do, because like, why would you disagree? Why would you disagree? Trinidad has kind of a different conversation, but when it comes to impact on the international fashion scene, welcome to Jamrock. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I don't know if you have an argument about it. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. I'm B-Boy. I really hope you're doing fine wherever you are, and in today's clip it's all about how Jamaica is called the capital city of Caribbean. We all know the reason why a lot of people really flock to Jamaica is because of how it has everything that you need to see in that small island. Jamaica, it has very beautiful beaches. Jamaica, it's leading in everything, and most especially these people really know how to welcome people. These people really know to welcome visitors, and this is the reason why Jamaica is called the capital of Caribbean. This is the reason why a lot of tourists are flocking to Jamaica, and they're going there in large numbers compared to these other Caribbean countries. And a lot of people have been talking about this. A lot of people have been talking about why Jamaica is called the capital of Caribbean. It's because of how they have many things that they can just make Jamaica to be the capital of Caribbean. And a lot of people really came out and said that Jamaica is the most influential country in the world, because a lot of people really copy Jamaican culture. A lot of people really copy the way they cook their food. A lot of people really copy the way Jamaicans do things. And most especially, another thing that's really make Jamaican famous to be called the capital of Caribbean is because of how they have really do a lot in the music industry. Talk about the Bob Marley, talk about Popcorn. They have really did a great thing when it comes to music industry, because these artists, they have really inspired a lot of artists. It has really inspired a lot of people. It has really inspired a lot of upcoming artists. Look at Bob Marley. There's no anyone in Africa who doesn't know Bob Marley. There's no anyone in Africa who doesn't know Popcorn, Vibes Cartel, Shinsia. All those Jamaican dancehall reggae artists that have really made a great thing to make Jamaicans to be also famous, to make Jamaicans to be the most influential country in the world. Another thing is about why people really love Jamaica and why Jamaica is called the capital of Caribbean is because of how they follow Marcus Garvey teaching. We all know Marcus Garvey really did a lot in Jamaica. They have really followed the Marcus Garvey teaching, and through doing this, it has really enabled them to strive. It has really enabled them to remain #1 trending country in the Caribbean. And Marcus Garvey is really known as in the Caribbean. And let me just tell you a small history of Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey is revered in Jamaica primarily for being the national first and for being the national first hero, and for his powerful philosophy of racial pride, self-resilience, and Pan-African unity. His message deeply resonates with the people, especially the working classes and those facing systematic discrimination. Key reason why his enduring love and respect in Jamaica include champion of black pride and self-worth. At a time of widespread poverty, discrimination, and colonialism, Garvey encouraged people of Africa descendants to take pride in their heritage, history, and culture. He is famous quoted as saying, "A people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots." Yeah, Jamaicans have been able to continue doing Marcus Garvey teachings, and it has really helped them a lot. And this is the reason why a lot of people really love Jamaican, because #1 is that Jamaican people are not racist. Jamaican people, they know how to welcome strangers. Jamaican people, they know how to welcome visitors. And this is the reason why they are #1 leading country in the Caribbean. This is the reason why a lot of tourists just want to go and visit in Jamaica. And another thing is the way they treat strangers. Another thing is how they have everything that is beautiful. Talk about the beaches. And talking about Marcus Garvey, he really inspired for the Rastafarian movement. Although not a Rasta himself, many in the Rastafarian movement regard Garvey as prophet. He called to look to Africa for the crawling of Black King. He is seen as prophecy that was fulfilled with the coronation of Haile Selassie as Empire of Ethiopia, which provided a major impact for the movement formation. Marcus Garvey, he really did a lot. And a lot of people really remember Marcus Garvey because of his teaching that really enabled them to survive in the Caribbean. And we all know everyone just admire to go to Jamaica, and I myself, I really admire. Maybe one day I will go and visit there, because these people, they have really influenced a lot of countries outside there. Talk about the athletics. Jamaica has the #1 or the fastest man on earth, Usain Bolt. There's no anyone who has been able to break Usain Bolt's record, and this is the reason why they have really influenced a lot of people. They have really influenced the upcoming athletics, track and field. Their track and field athletics, they're just on top notch, and this is the reason why a lot of people really just admire this small country. They call themselves they're little, but they tell our, yeah, Jamaicans, they are very little, but they have been able to influence a lot of people. A lot of people really copy their culture. A lot of people really copy of how they sing their music. A lot of people really copy of how they cook their food. It's because these people, they have just conquered the world, and this is the reason why if you go to Jamaica or if you go to Caribbean, everyone just go to visit to Jamaica. They don't want to go to this other Caribbean country. But I don't say that these other Caribbean countries are bad, but Jamaica is the top leading. It's the #1 leading in the Caribbean when it's come to innovation, when it's come to everything, when it's come to how they serve people, when it's come to how they have beautiful beaches, beautiful sceneries, where all visitors across all over the world just admire to go to this small island. So guys, let me see you in the next clip. And if it was the first time I come across my video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for your time. May God bless you whenever you are. One love.